Hey everyone, I wanted to give an update on how things are going with the History Maker project as far as putting the Stratomatic community players in a set that could be played on History Maker Baseball. As you can see right here, I've made two beta type cards for what could be the two team captains for each of the teams, because right now we have about 22 players. So in order to get everyone a chance to play, I think the best route to go on that probably is going to be doing like a inter squad type game. So what I thought about doing is making the two Earls team captains and then having a blind draft, much like Earl did with his APA Hall of Fame set, and just having a blind draft, drafting the rest of the players to the two different teams, and then going at it. Today is Thursday, January 19th, so there's still time for anyone who has not put their name in the hat to join us. And I'll be formalizing the cards on Wednesday the 25th, so I need everything by Tuesday the 24th. I'll get all the cards done on Wednesday the 25th, and then the actual game will most likely be played on Saturday, whatever that next Saturday is, the 28th, I guess it would be. So anyway, for those who aren't familiar with History Maker and the qualities, I wrote down just a few things that for the different batting qualities here, and the different terms that come up. There's a semi-sad sack, there's utility, there's a hero, there's a champion, and things like that. And there's also what they call semi-qualities, and there's a decider die in the game that basically gives you a 50-50 chance whether or not you're going to be a sad sack for that particular at-bat or not. And kind of give you an idea what the batting averages would be like. If you were the Mendoza line under 200, you'd be in the sad sack category. If you're barely over 200, you're in the utility category. If you're up a little bit more near 250, you're kind of neutral. And if you get up there in the 280s, then you're talking about being a hero. And if you're up over 320, you're up there in the champion category. And there's also semi-qualities involved as well. So when I made these two cards up, particularly look at Earl Shamblin's, not Tenacious Earl. This is Tabletop Earl. I took the stats he gave me, and so they came out to be a semi-hero, a semi-champion, a home run king, a semi-whiffer, semi-active, and a semi-icon, and he's listed as a first baseman. No team name because we don't have a team name yet. And then for Tenacious Earl, he wanted me to make him, I believe, a corner infielder, so there he is at third base, and I just kind of put some numbers together for him. I think he kind of just turned it over to me to do whatever I felt worked. So I made him a semi-hero, a semi-slugger, and he's eager. Made him a little eager. I also made him stoic, which means he would be slow around the base paths. I made him semi-iron as a fielder, which means he's a little bit below average as a fielder, and semi-icon. So those are the qualities I have there. Now I'm going to go over the list of names of everyone that I have so far, and if you've sent me an email and you do not see your name, please let me know, and I will quickly make that correction. But here's what I have so far. Of course, we got the two Earls. We've got Espo Strat. We have Jerry Ball. Have Mike Diamond, Ron Bates, Lazy Warlock, Mr. Utah Mike, Randall Mark, Derek Oxenrider, Paul Wisham, Richard Rowick, Mike McAllister, Frank McAllister, John Lowe, Matt Dante, Brent Ellers, Tim Merkley, Mark Dykeshorn, Ken Castro, Michael Haynes, and then, of course, myself. And I think if I counted them correctly, that was 22 or thereabouts. Might be off by one. But anyway, those are the people that I have that have told me they wanted to participate. So it's kind of, when you split them up into two teams, you're only talking about 11 players. And when you got 9 batters and a pitcher, that's 10. So you only have one extra in a bullpen situation. So might need a couple more players to really have a legitimate split squad here. But if not, we certainly have a good 25-man roster to go on and take on another team. Could play like an all-star game and let the starters go, the first maybe 5 or 6 innings, and then have the substitutes come in for the last 3 innings. And then with the pitchers, do the same thing. Give the starter 2 or 3 innings, and then give all the rest of the relievers an inning apiece, depending on how well they're performing. So I want to just put that out there, get that update out there today. It's about 12:30 Eastern Time on Thursday the 19th. And as I'm recording this, and I'm going to pretty much just, as soon as I finish this, just upload it right away. So it should be viewable by 1 o'clock Eastern today. And I wanted to get that out there to get everybody a chance to chime in. If you didn't give me any particular traits that you wanted, then certainly let me know that too. If you have, I've got them down. If you prefer me to just fill in as needed, I can do that as well. I'll check and see which positions we're short on, and if we need more pitchers or more outfielders or whatever the case may be. So again, I appreciate everybody for chiming in and participating. It's a lot more people than I thought would chime in, but I think it could be a pretty cool deal. A couple people I haven't heard from that I've seen videos of, and I believe his name is Dave S. He did a really great video on Stratomatic hockey, and I own Stratomatic hockey, and I've messed with it a few times, but never really kind of got frustrated with it. But when he did his presentation, it was very well done, and I may actually one of these days, dip into trying that again. And so, if he would like to be part of this, certainly welcome to do so. I won't do it without his approval. And if there's anybody else out there that knows anyone that would like to do that, that would be cool. Thought about maybe doing Hal Richmond, but I don't know if he would like that or not, so I'll refrain from that. And I haven't heard anything from Steve Tower, so I won't put him in unless he asks me to, because he may not want to do that. So I'll refrain from that also. I don't want to put anyone in there that doesn't want to be in there. I don't want to feel like I'm infringing on somebody. So really down and dirty, that's where we stand. And like I said, the cutoff date is Tuesday, which is about 4 or 5 days away from today. So because on Wednesday I'm going to sit down and type all this out and print it out on at home on my the heavyweight paper, 100-pound weight paper, or whatever it's called, to the good card stock, and print that off and cut the cards and sort them. And then on Wednesday also do the blind draft if we have 2 teams. If not, we'll just put everybody together in one team and take on the PP Riders in an exhibition game on Saturday. So we'll see how that goes. We also need a team name. If it's one name, then we can go with that. If it's going to be a split squad, we need 2 names. Someone, I believe Jerry and some other people mentioned the Strat 9. I thought about doing maybe the Stratville 9 in reference to the Mudville 9 from Casey at the Bat. But, we could do anything. Like I said, if we split these into 2 teams with the 2 Earls, then certainly we could do a playoff on words of team names with Earl in them, or with Tenacious, or with Tabletop. So I'm up for anything pretty much. And I'm also, if we do have just one team and it starts to be 24, 25 guys on just one team, then I may pull myself out of this and just be the manager and not actually a player. But I'll fill in if need be on a split squad. So that's it from here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day doing whatever you're doing. The weekend is almost here. And I will catch everybody down the road, and hopefully with some more updated info by on Wednesday.